welcome to rslash. Today, I have a story for you of someone who gave their all for family, only for that same family to slap them in the face. This story comes from username StraightPlankton714 and it's titled, "Am I the asshole for not wanting to take care of elderly parents when I was skipped on inheritance?" I need some advice. My grandmother passed away, leaving her money split evenly between her two children, my mom and my aunt. I was extremely close with my grandmother and grandfather. Everyone knew that I was closer to them than any other grandchild, even their daughters. This was because we were true friends and they could count on me for anything from chores around their house, medical concerns, doctor's appointments, cooking and cleaning every holiday meal with very little help from anyone. Yes, I said cooking and cleaning. Sleeping in a hospital with them during surgeries and end days, etc. I lived 3 hours away, and when I would walk in the door, they always had a list of things for me to help with. Keep in mind, my brother lived 5 minutes away. I never minded helping them. I enjoyed spending time with them. I did not enjoy my family sitting around eating pie after every holiday while I cleaned up after slaving all day. That is another rant. When my mother received the money from my grandmother, she split it evenly between my mother's grandchildren. I have no children. She left me out. How did I find out? My mother told me that she split the money evenly 4 ways for her 4 grandchildren, saying that she thinks that my grandmother would like that. I immediately said, "So you skipped me." Keep in mind that when my grandparents were in the hospital countless times, I would drop everything, travel, spend money on hotels, and push as much work as possible to the side. I own my own business. I would do it all over again, and I never expected money from them ever. Did not even cross my mind. However, finding out that I was skipped put a knife through my heart. My grandparents would have never wanted me to be left out, and even more, they would never want my feelings to be hurt. Now, I do not have any children. My 2 brothers both have 2 kids. My mother knew that I was upset about it, and a few days later, she told me that she changed it and that she was using the money for upgrades on her house. I have never begrudged my little niece and nephews for receiving money at all. I am married and my husband and I are not able to have children. Difficult for me. I found out from my aunt who took care of my grandmother's finances that my mom lied to me. She still has the accounts for her grandchildren. I'm furious that my mom lied to me. I have not confronted her about this. My parents have a lot more money than my grandparents ever had. It's not like this is my mom's one chance to leave them something. The way that I look at it is this way. My parents have 3 children who have 3 families. Why did my family, my husband and I, get skipped? By the way, my husband could care less about my parents' money and actually wishes that they had none. He is just not interested. My internal struggle is this. I am the one who is there for my family members when they need it. I am at the hospital. I am checking out care facilities. I am helping out in every way that I can. My brothers and their wives give very little and only when it is convenient for them. They do not travel for family emergencies. They do not go out of their way to help even when it is so much easier for them. When my parents need this kind of support, I want to give it. That is just me. And I know that no one else in my family will. And if they do it, it will be on their terms and I will always do the heavy lifting and they just let me and do not help. However, I am so hurt about this that I do not want to go out of my way for my mom if she needs anything. I am worried that this is going to be the same when my parents pass away. I do all the gritty work, spend money, give time, put my life and business on hold and get skipped by them in the future. What do I do? I want to talk to my mom about her lying because it is driving me crazy. I just do not know how to approach this. Am I the asshole for not wanting to extend myself to elderly parents who snubbed me? Talk about a slap in the face. You do all the hard work and they go against the wishes of your grandparents. When in fact, it's not like you said, it's not like they won't have anything to pass on to their grandparents. I'm surprised that the grandparents didn't leave a will leaving something for you. They probably told OP's mother to give her something and the mother probably went against the grandparents' wishes and divided it to her grandchildren. But it's like, you're giving money to your grandchildren. Okay, what about your mother's grandchildren? She definitely wanted to leave something to her grandchild who was probably her favorite, who was always there whenever they needed them and did it selflessly. This is just so selfish and a slap in the face, a knife in the back, a knife in the heart, whatever you want to call it. also don't get why OP's mother would lie to her about it. You're gonna use the money for upgrades on the house? Apparently you don't need it. You don't need it at all. Why are you using that money to go toward upgrades on your house? Give something to somebody who deserves it, even if she doesn't care about it. Use it as a gesture toward her getting IVF, since it's hard for her to conceive a child. Even that would do much better than not giving her anything just because she doesn't have children. Try to help her out if that's the case. What I get from this is that OP's mother only sees value in those who can pass on or continue the bloodline. That's what it comes off as, because like the siblings who have kids, the kids are getting something. So it's like the only value to them is children. Is that what it is? But let me know your thoughts down below, and I'm gonna get into the comments. They made it clear your help is not valuable. Ouch. That one hurt because it is true. I would tell your mother you know she lied, and it's a painful reminder that on her mind you are less important because you don't have children. Let her know that you need a break from her and will be spending the holidays with people who love you unconditionally and are always there for you. Don't be bitchy or petty. Just be honest and then mute all notifications from your family for a while you heal. I still have one grandmother left, and that means that I want to spend Christmas with her after she has passed. Honestly, I would do a quiet quit of being the person who does everything. Next time they ask you to do something, find a reason you can't and be so sorry about it. Let them see what it's like to do without your service. I know this isn't about money. It's about feeling like your family doesn't see you and value you. I'm sorry you're dealing with this. There are some people who will never see you clearly, never give you what you deserve as their child or how much you give to them. And I'm talking about love and appreciation. They have a blind spot whether they know it or not. I watched my mother be mistreated and overlooked, underappreciated her entire life by my grandmother. My mom was 65 when she died, my grandmother 83, and my grandmother dissed her right up until she died. It was so painful to know how much my mother craved the approval, the love that she never got, all while lavishing time, attention, sympathy, and help on my mother's brother. Please don't do that to yourself. You will never win. Distance yourself from her. Spend your time and attention on people who treat you well. You deserve that. There is an edit, so I'm going to read that now. Edit. I said the holiday issues were a different rant. People keep commenting about this. My mom called me a bit ago and asked what I wanted for Christmas. I told her for everyone to help with dishes, and she said fat chance. Then she said someone was at the door and she had to go. I am trying. The problem is, if I do not do these things, then my 95-year-old grandmother is left with a mess, just like my other grandmother before she passed. And it happens when I am not there. So it's real. They will leave the mess and grandma will not complain. Grandpa sure did. He thought leaving her with the mess was awful. Lol. Just like when my grandparents are in the hospital and no one else can get there, I am not about to leave them alone just because everyone else is too selfish. I am helping others who cannot help themselves. I am not getting any help in return. I cannot kidnap grandma at Christmas either. Last year, one of the aunts decided not to come and it broke grandma's heart. I have concerns that she will do it again this year. Christmas Eve, has to be at grandma's. She claimed Christmas Eve with her kids at her house to be accommodating to their new families when they got married long before I was born. And all of my grandparents very much appreciated me and told me so often. My grandparents would have never wanted this to happen to me. Not the money. The hurting me over the money. No one knew that there would be money. We just hoped that grandma would have enough for her life. I never expected anything, and I would do it all over again, and I will for my last living grandmother. After that, I am done. It is not about the money. The money is an indicator of not being appreciated, also showing that because I do not have children, it is thought that I should do more. Because I do not have children, I should also get less, or in this case, nothing. Damn, those last couple of lines, like, damn. Like, I'm not even in her shoes, and I'm just like, whoa. Like, could you imagine being in her shoes with that on your shoulders? Shit. And it's like the family that truly values her, their days are so limited, and then she's just gonna be left with these people who just don't appreciate her, and she goes above and beyond, and no one returns the favor. It'll just be slap in the face after slap in the face. And I can only imagine it's affecting her self-worth with these relationships. Not in general. She probably, being that she's a business owner, very family oriented, she's probably fine in that regard. But in terms of her family, like, probably hits her very hard. Imagine she gets pregnant by some miracle. I bet her family's attitude is gonna switch up real quick. Now, I do wish her the happiness of bearing a child if that's what she wants to do, but for the right reasons and not to snub her family or whatever. I hope things get better for her because this situation is just awful. But that's gonna be it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.